and welcome back to Daily English Academy. I'm Emily.
And I'm Tom.
It's great to have you with us today,
It really is.
wherever you're listening from.
Maybe you're relaxing at home.
Maybe you're driving somewhere.
Maybe you're enjoying a cup of coffee.
Or maybe you're practicing your English with us right now.
If that's you, we're very happy you're here.
Tom, can I ask you something?
Of course.
How was your day yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Let me think for a second. Actually, it was a pretty good day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, I went to a coffee shop in the morning.
Nice start.
Then I came home.
Okay.
I made a sandwich.
Sounds good already.
I was hungry.
Very hungry? What happened next?
I ate the sandwich in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Maybe less.
That's impressive.
Or a little embarrassing. Then I drank 2 big glasses of water.
Sounds like a relaxing day.
It really was.
Yesterday was nice for me too.
What did you do?
I went to the park in the morning.
That sounds peaceful.
It was.
Was it busy?
Not really.
That's nice.
Then I came home and made lunch.
What did you make?
A big salad.
Healthy.
I try. And I drank some iced tea.
Perfect.
It was one of those simple days that feels really good.
I know exactly what you mean.
You know, Tom, did you notice something interesting about our conversation?
Let me think.
Take your time.
We talked about yesterday.
That's true.
We used a lot of action words.
Exactly.
Went,
Came,
made,
ate.
drink,
All action verbs.
and all in the past tense.
Without even trying.
That's funny.
Why?
Sometimes learners think grammar only exists inside textbooks.
That's true.
But we use grammar naturally every day,
In every conversation.
without stopping to think about rules.
Exactly.
And that gives us today's topic.
8 common action verbs.
Verbs people use every day.
At home,
At work,
at school,
while traveling.
pretty much everywhere.
Today we'll learn both the present form and the past form.
Because both are important.
Very important.
Especially if you want to talk about your day.
Or tell a story.
Or describe something that happened yesterday.
Exactly.
Before we continue, let's do a quick review.
Good idea.
The present tense is used for things we do now.
Or things we do regularly.
For example,
I walk to work every day.
present tense.
Something that happens regularly.
Now let's change it.
Yesterday I walked to work.
Past tense.
Something that already happened.
Nice and simple.
But here's where English becomes interesting.
I know where you're going.
Some verbs are easy.
You just add ed.
Walk becomes walked.
Talk becomes talked.
Cook becomes cooked.
Easy.
Very easy.
But today's verbs are different.
Much different.
They're irregular verbs.
Which means they don't follow the normal rule.
They like doing their own thing. It's true.
English has a lot of personality.
That's one way to describe it.
For example,
The verb go,
you might think the past tense is goed,
which sounds logical.
but English says
Absolutely not. Instead, we say went.
completely different.
And that's exactly what we're going to learn today. 8 very useful irregular verbs.
Verbs you'll hear constantly.
In movies,
In conversations,
in podcasts.
and in everyday life.
By the end of this lesson,
You'll understand them,
you'll practice them.
and you'll be able to use them in your own conversations.
That's the goal.
Real English.
Useful English.
Everyday English. All right.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Then let's start with our first pair of action verbs.
One of the most common pairs in the entire English language.
And honestly, probably 2 of the most useful verbs too.
I completely agree.
We use them almost every day.
At home,
At work,
at school.
even while traveling.
That's why they're so important.
If you can use these verbs confidently,
You'll sound much more natural in everyday conversations.
so let's begin with the first verb,
Go,
a very small word.
but a very powerful one.
We use it to talk about moving from one place to another.
Exactly.
For example, I go to work every morning,
I go to the supermarket every weekend.
and I go to the gym after work.
Those are all present tense examples.
Things we do now or regularly.
But what if we're talking about yesterday?
That's where the past tense comes in.
And this verb changes completely.
The past tense of go is went,
Not goed.
even though many learners wish it were that easy.
English likes to surprise us sometimes.
It certainly does.
Let's practice a few examples.
Good idea.
Today, I go to work.
Yesterday, I went to work.
Today, I go to the park.
Yesterday, I went to the park.
Today, I go shopping.
Yesterday, I went shopping.
Notice the pattern?
The present tense uses go.
The past tense uses went.
Very simple once you hear it a few times.
Let's make it more personal.
All right.
Emily, where did you go yesterday?
Yesterday, I went to a bookstore.
Nice.
I spent about an hour there.
Sounds relaxing.
It really was.
I love bookstores.
Me too.
Yesterday, I went to a coffee shop.
Let me guess.
What?
I ordered coffee.
How did you know?
Just a lucky guess.
Very lucky.
All right, let's move to our second verb.
Another important one.
The verb come.
We use come when someone moves toward a place or a person.
Exactly.
For example, come here.
Come inside.
Come with me.
Very common expressions.
And the past tense of come is
Came.
come becomes came.
Let's hear a few examples.
My friend comes to my house every Friday.
Present tense.
My friend came to my house yesterday.
Past tense.
My parents came to visit me last weekend.
That's a sentence many people use.
Very often.
Let's compare the two verbs.
Good idea.
Yesterday, I went to the store.
Then I came home.
Went away?
Came back.
That's the difference.
One shows leaving.
The other shows arriving.
Exactly.
Before we finish, let's do a quick review.
Present tense, go.
Past tense, went.
Present tense, come.
Past tense, came.
Excellent.
Try making your own sentences.
Think about yesterday.
Where did you go?
Who came to see you?
Say your answers out loud.
Even one sentence helps.
Every sentence is practice.
And every bit of practice builds confidence.
In the next part,
We'll learn two more useful action verbs.
take and put.
One changes completely,
And one stays exactly the same.
which surprises almost every English learner the first time they see it.
Which surprises almost every English learner the first time they see it.
It definitely surprised me when I first learned it.
Me too.
Let's start with our next verb.
Take.
Another very common action verb.
We use take in many different situations.
Probably more than people realize.
That's true.
We can take a book,
Take a photo,
take a bus,
take a break.
or even take a vacation.
English really loves this verb.
It certainly does.
Let's look at some present tense examples.
I take the bus to work every day.
Nice.
I take my phone with me everywhere.
That's very realistic.
Probably too realistic. What about you?
I take a bottle of water when I go for a walk.
Good habit.
I try.
Now let's talk about the past tense.
Here's another irregular verb.
The past tense of take is not taked.
Definitely not.
The correct form is took.
Take becomes took.
Let's practice.
Today, I take the bus.
Yesterday, I took the bus.
Today, I take a photo.
Yesterday, I took a photo.
Today, I take my umbrella.
Yesterday, I took my umbrella.
Very good.
Let's make a short story.
Great idea.
Yesterday, I went to the park.
Okay.
I took my camera with me.
Nice.
Then I took several photos.
Sounds like a fun afternoon.
It really was.
Notice something?
What?
We used took twice naturally.
That's how people actually speak.
Real English.
Exactly.
Now let's move to our next verb.
And this one surprises many learners.
The verb put.
Such a simple word.
Very simple.
We use it when we place something somewhere.
For example,
I put my keys on the table.
I put my phone in my bag.
I put the book on the shelf.
Easy examples.
Very easy.
Now here's the surprise.
The past tense of put is
Put.
exactly the same.
No change at all.
Present tense put,
Past tense put.
same spelling.
Same pronunciation.
Many learners think there must be a mistake. But there isn't.
English can be strange sometimes.
Just a little.
Let's compare them.
I put my wallet on the desk every day.
Present tense.
Yesterday, I put my wallet on the desk.
Past tense.
Exactly the same word.
That's actually good news.
Why?
Because there's nothing extra to memorize.
That's true.
One word does both jobs.
I like that.
Let's make another mini story.
All right.
Yesterday, I came home from work.
Okay.
I put my bag near the door.
Makes sense.
Then I put my keys on the table.
Good habit.
Otherwise, I'd lose them.
I've done that before.
Me too.
More times than I'd like to admit.
That's very human.
Unfortunately.
Let's do a quick review.
Present tense, take.
Past tense, took.
Present tense, put.
Past tense, put.
Excellent.
We now know 4 useful verbs.
Go became went.
Come became came,
Take became took.
and put stayed put.
Nicely remembered.
Before we continue,
Let's give everyone a small challenge.
think about yesterday.
Did you take anything with you?
Maybe a bag,
Maybe your phone.
maybe an umbrella.
Now make a sentence with took.
Then think about something you placed somewhere.
Your keys.
Your shoes.
Your backpack.
Make a sentence with put.
Say both sentences out loud.
That's where learning becomes speaking.
And speaking becomes confidence.
In the next part,
We'll learn 3 more very common verbs.
make, get, and eat.
Verbs that appear in everyday conversations all the time.
And you'll probably use them before the end of today.
Honestly, maybe within the next hour.
That's probably true.
These are some of the most practical verbs in English.
Let's start with the verb make.
I like this one.
Me too.
We use make when we create or produce something.
For example,
I make breakfast every morning.
nice.
I make coffee before work.
Very important.
Extremely important.
What about you? I make a to-do list every morning.
That's organized.
I try to be.
Now let's look at the past tense.
Another irregular verb.
The past tense of make is made.
Make becomes made.
Let's practice.
Today, I make lunch.
Yesterday, I made lunch.
Today, I make coffee.
Yesterday, I made coffee.
Today, I make a phone call.
Yesterday, I made a phone call.
Very natural.
Very common.
Let's create a short story.
Good idea.
Yesterday, I came home after work.
Okay,
I was hungry.
I can relate to that.
So I made dinner.
Nice.
Then I made a cup of tea.
Sounds relaxing.
It really was.
That's exactly how people use this verb.
In real life.
Every day.
All right.
Time for our next verb.
Get.
This is one of the most common verbs in English.
Maybe one of the most useful, too.
Definitely.
The word get can have many meanings.
That's true.
But let's keep it simple today.
Good idea.
We often use get to mean receive or obtain something.
For example,
I get emails every day.
I get messages from friends.
I get paid every month.
Very useful examples.
Now for the past tense.
Get becomes got.
Nice and simple.
Present tense, get.
Past tense, got.
Let's practice.
Today, I get many emails.
Yesterday, I got many emails.
Today, I get a package.
Yesterday, I got a package.
Today, I get good news.
Yesterday, I got good news.
I like that example.
Me too.
Everyone likes good news.
That's true.
Let's make another mini story.
All right.
Yesterday, I got a message from an old friend.
Nice.
We hadn't talked for a long time.
That's always special.
It made me smile.
See?
What?
We naturally used got and made together.
Good observation.
That's how real conversations work.
Exactly.
Now let's move to another very important verb.
The verb eat.
One of my favorite topics.
Food?
Always food. I can't help it.
Let's learn the verb first.
Good idea.
Present tense, eat.
We use it every day.
I eat breakfast every morning.
I eat lunch at noon.
I eat fruit several times a week.
Healthy choice.
Thank you.
Now let's look at the past tense.
Eat becomes ate.
Another irregular verb.
Present tense, eat.
Past tense, ate.
Let's practice. Today, I eat breakfast.
Yesterday, I ate breakfast.
Today, I eat a sandwich.
Yesterday, I ate a sandwich.
Today, I eat dinner at home.
Yesterday, I ate dinner at home.
Perfect. Let's put everything together.
I like that idea.
Yesterday, I got home around 6.
Okay,
Then I made dinner.
nice.
After that, I ate with my family.
That sounds like a good evening.
It really does.
Before we continue,
Quick review?
absolutely.
Make becomes made.
Get becomes got.
Eat becomes ate.
Excellent.
These verbs are everywhere in daily English.
You'll hear them constantly.
In conversations,
In movies
in podcasts.
and in everyday life.
In the next part,
We'll learn our final verb.
drink.
And then we'll do a full review of all 8 action verbs.
Plus a fun challenge about yesterday.
A challenge that will help turn grammar into real speaking practice.
A challenge that will help turn grammar into real speaking practice.
And that's exactly our goal.
Not just learning verbs.
Using them
In real conversations.
in real life.
Let's learn our final verb.
A very important one.
The verb drink.
I think everyone uses this verb every day.
Probably more than once a day.
Definitely.
Let's start with the present tense.
Drink.
For example,
I drink water every day.
good habit.
I drink coffee every morning.
No surprise there.
Not at all.
I drink tea in the evening.
Very relaxing.
These are all present tense examples.
Things we do now or regularly.
And the past tense?
Drink becomes drank.
Another irregular verb.
Present tense, drink.
Past tense, drink.
Let's practice.
Today I drink water.
Yesterday, I drank water.
Today I drink coffee.
Yesterday, I drank coffee.
Today I drink tea.
Yesterday, I drank tea.
Excellent.
Now we have all 8 verbs.
That's right.
Let's review them together.
Ready, everyone?
Present tense, go.
Past tense, went.
Present tense, come.
Past tense, came.
Present tense, take.
Past tense, took.
Present tense, put.
Past tense, put.
Present tense, make.
Past tense, made.
Present tense, get.
Past tense, got.
Present tense, eat.
Past tense, ate.
Present tense, drink.
Past tense, drink.
Great job.
That's a lot of useful English.
And these aren't rare verbs.
Not at all.
They're some of the most common verbs in everyday conversation.
Which means you'll hear them constantly.
And you'll have many chances to use them.
Now it's time for our speaking challenge.
My favorite part.
Mine too.
Because this is where learning becomes communication.
Exactly.
Let's tell a short story about yesterday.
Using as many of our verbs as possible.
I'll start.
Go for it.
Yesterday, I went to work in the morning.
Nice.
After work, I came home.
Good.
I took my bag off my shoulder.
Very natural.
Then I put it near the door.
Great.
I made dinner.
Sounds good.
Then I got a message from a friend.
Okay.
After dinner, I ate some fruit.
Healthy choice.
I try. Now you try telling a story about yesterday.
All right. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket.
Then I came home with groceries.
I took the bags into the kitchen.
And I put everything away.
Later, I made lunch.
Then I got a phone call from my sister.
We talked for a while.
After that, I ate lunch.
And I drank some iced tea.
Perfect.
Notice something? What?
None of these sentences are difficult.
That's true.
They're simple,
Natural.
useful.
Real English.
That's what matters.
Before we finish today's lesson,
Let's give everyone a challenge.
a fun one.
After this lesson, tell a short story about yesterday.
Just 5 or 6 sentences.
Use as many of today's verbs as possible.
Don't worry if you make mistakes.
Just speak.
Speaking is how confidence grows.
And confidence is how fluency grows.
One day at a time.
One conversation at a time.
One sentence at a time.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We always enjoy spending time with you.
We hope these verbs feel much easier now.
And much more useful.
Remember to practice them in your daily conversations.
Even a few minutes of practice can make a difference.
Keep listening,
Keep speaking.
keep learning.
And keep building your confidence every day.
We'll see you in the next lesson.
Take care, everyone.
Stay curious
Stay motivated.
and keep using English in real life.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.